All right, today we are jumping into a really big topic in the data world, Azure Synapse Analytics. We're going to break down what it is, what problems it was built to solve, and why Microsoft is betting so heavily on it to tame all that data chaos a lot of companies are feeling. So let's get right into it. Look, this is a question that probably sounds way too familiar. You're swimming in data, right? You've got powerful tools, you've got smart people on your teams, but still, getting a straight answer to what seems like a simple business question, well, it can feel impossible. So what is going on?
Well, there's actually a name for this feeling. It's called the paradox of analytics. It's this crazy, backwards situation where every shiny new tool we buy to make sense of our data actually just adds another layer of complexity. We end up creating these invisible walls, these silos, not just based on where data is, but on the very technologies we use to look at it.
And this isn't just a theory. There's a fantastic quote from our source material by Mitchell Pearson that just hits the nail on the head. He says, each new technology creates another siloed operation that makes it harder and harder for us to bring our data together. And he is so right. Just think about it, right? You've got one team that lives and breathes Databricks, another team is full of SQL gurus, and the business folks are all in Power BI. Each tool is fantastic on its own, but they don't play nicely together out of the box. And the fallout from this paradox is very, very real. Your data engineers, your data scientists, your business analysts, they're all working in their own separate little universes with their own favorite tools. Handoffs between them are slow and painful. People's skills get trapped in these little pockets, and trying to get one single clear picture of what's going on, it's slow, it's difficult, and frankly, the return on investment for all those expensive data projects just takes a nosedive. So, how do we fix this mess? What's the answer? Well, Microsoft's big bet is something called Azure Synapse Analytics. The whole idea is to create one single unified platform that's designed to bring all of these different tools and, more importantly, all of these different people together. This chart really lays it all out. On the left, you've got the old way, a total mass of disconnected tools for every little thing. You've got engineers, scientists, and analysts all in their own sandboxes. But then you look at the Synapse way. It's all about a single, unified workspace. It's about getting all of your data pros collaborating in one spot, which makes those painful handoffs just disappear.
Okay, that all sounds great on paper, but how does it actually work? What's the secret sauce inside this unified workspace that makes it all click? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the key pieces.
The first big piece of the puzzle is something called serverless SQL pools, and this is a real game changer. It lets your analysts use the language they already know, standard SQL, to ask questions directly of the raw files sitting in your data lake. We're talking massive CSVs, per K files, you name it. You don't have to go through the massive headache and expense of setting up a traditional database just to do some exploration. And here is the kicker, the part that really changes the economics of data exploration: the cost. You pay as you go, and it's roughly $5 for every terabyte of data you scan with your query. Now think about that. You're not paying for some giant, expensive data warehouse to be running 24/7, burning money even when nobody's using it. For that quick ad hoc analysis, this pay-per-question model can be an absolutely massive cost saver. Okay, next up, we've got notebooks. Now, if you have data scientists or data engineers who live in code, this is their playground. It's that classic interactive environment where they can use languages like Python to really dig in, clean up messy data, do complex transformations, and, this is the big one, build and train machine learning models. And the third major tool in the box is pipelines. The best way to think about this is as the conductor of the orchestra. It's a graphical, low-code way to build out all of those essential data integration workflows, the ETL stuff. You can literally drag and drop to design how you want to pull data from all your different sources, transform it, and load it where it needs to go, all without having to write a ton of custom code. Okay, so we've got these three powerful tools, right? Serverless SQL for querying, notebooks for data science, and pipelines for moving data around. But here's the thing, and this is the most important point of all. The magic isn't the individual tools. The real magic is that they all live together, under one roof, and they're designed to work together seamlessly. Let me just paint a quick picture for you. Imagine this. A data engineer uses a pipeline to pull in raw sales data. Done. Instantly. A data scientist can fire up a notebook, access that exact same data, no exporting, no emailing files, and start building a sales forecast model. And then, as soon as that model spits out results, a business analyst can connect directly to it using Power BI and whip up a dashboard for the leadership team.
So, did you catch what just happened there? That's the whole value proposition in a nutshell. It was one workspace, one single source of truth for the data, and three totally different professionals with three different skill sets, all working together without any friction. Those technology silos, gone. Those slow, error-prone handoffs between teams, also gone.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Why does this even matter? Well, the whole point of a unified platform like Synapse is to slash complexity, so you're not juggling a dozen different things. It's about fostering real collaboration, so your teams are actually working together. And all of that means you can get from messy, raw data to a valuable insight that can change your business way, way faster. And that simplification is how you get a much better return on your massive data investments.
But of course, this leaves us with one last really important question to chew on. Is this kind of all-in-one, unified platform truly the ultimate solution to the data chaos so many of us are facing? Or does pulling everything into one vendor's world just create a newer, shinier, more sophisticated version of vendor lock-in? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.